Hey everyone, this is Devendra Hardwar here from VentureBeat, and I'm here with Tim Tuttle from Expect Labs. You're going to show us a new app you guys are working on.
Yeah, it's our app called Meld, which is going to be available in the App Store in just a few weeks. I'm demoing it on my iPad right now. It'll be initially available for the iPad. And so when you start the app, you launch the app Meld. And what it is, it's a voice and video calling app that lets you talk to 8 people at a time. So when I first started the app, I see my existing conversations my friends invited me to. And I could join one of those, or I could start a new one. Start a new conversation if you want. You can give it a name. I'm here at VentureBeat, so I'll call it VentureBeat. And then you can decide if it's a private conversation, or it's open to the public, or just your friends. I'll make this a private conversation. And then you can invite some of your friends from Facebook if you want. I just invited 2 of my colleagues there, and that's it. Now you can have a high-quality video call with up to 8 people at a time. And this is running over a cell data connection. Okay. Runs even faster on Wi-Fi. So I don't know, you can sort of see this. There's my hand. What I'll do is I'll join from my other laptop, my other iPad, just to simulate having a call here.
So pretty basic interface.
Basic interface, right?
But the key right here is this button at the top.
There's a button that sort of shows that we're listening to the audio. So I'm going to join this call from my other laptop. I mean, my other iPad.
Okay.
Okay, so there I am. So now we have 2 people on the call. And you can have up to 8 people at a time in a video or a voice call on the iPad. Now it's pretty slow. So what we try to do in this application is we try to make it so that related information is always just a swipe to the right. Okay. So if you look down at the app, all the information that might be related to your conversation you can find just by swiping over to this information panel that we have. And what we try to show you is what's most relevant to your conversation at every point in time. So initially when you start the call, what we show you is information about the people that are on the call. So you see profile information as well as recent activity from Facebook, so you can get up to speed on what's happening with the people that you're talking with before you start the call. But then as the call progresses, if someone says something interesting, anyone can tell Meld to analyze what everyone just said and then try to pull in related information. So I'll do an example. I'll turn this around. Okay. So let's make believe that we're trying to plan a vacation or something like that. And so I say, let's take a trip to Las Vegas this weekend. See if your friend can get us a room at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. And so what you can see here is Meld is trying to analyze what everyone just said.
And you hit a button for it to do that,
so
right?
one person in the conversation at some point needs to say, hey, Meld, there might be something interesting there. Go back and analyze what everyone just said and see if you can pull out the important parts, right? So you can see it's, it's pulling information about taking a trip to Vegas, and then I'll say something like, hey, let's try to see Cirque du Soleil when we're there. And I can do, let's say we're talking about going to eat something, eating a nice restaurant. Let's have dinner at that Bobby Flay restaurant at Caesar's Palace.
Gotcha. And those are all coming in right from the top. Yeah,
so the terms are coming in. The idea here is, the key point is what we're trying to do is make it so that if someone says something that's interesting and you want to and it rings a bell and you want to try to jog your memory, we're trying to make it so that the application will show you the important piece of information without you ever needing to search for it. Okay. So in this example here, I remember that I had dinner at some restaurant at Caesar's Palace. It was some Bobby Flay restaurant, but I don't remember the name. Meld heard what we were talking about and automatically sort of found the name of the restaurant, which is Mesa Grill, and without me doing anything, showed me the website for that restaurant. And so that I don't have to stop and run a search to jog my memory. The information is just displayed in front of me.
Gotcha. And the video chat is still going on.
The video chat is still going on. So you can always swipe to the left and sort of see the video chat. But if you want to sort of jog your memory based on what something said, it's always located on the second panel, which is just a swipe to the right.
Nice.
Now the other thing, since we have all this information right at your fingertips. The other thing that we can do in this application is make it very easy for you to collaborate around pieces of content with the other people you're talking with. So the way that we do that is that we have this shared workspace, and you can drag any piece of information onto that shared workspace by dragging it to the right in the app and then dropping it onto this table. And when you do that, everybody else in the conversation can see it instantly on their iPad in sort of the same shared workspace area. Network's a little slow, so it's right. So, for example, if we're planning this trip and I want to say, okay, I'm going to keep a link for this website to this restaurant so we can make a reservation there later. I then want to maybe jog my memory or brainstorm around Cirque du Soleil shows we could see. I can tap on that item in this sort of this list of concepts on the left. There's some news articles here. There's some videos. I want to maybe save this video about Cirque du Soleil, show my friends because they don't know what I'm talking about. I can drag this recent news article about Cirque du Soleil, and that will show up on everyone else's iPad. I'll do one more. Here's a map I'm in New York right now, so it's showing me Cirque du Soleil show that's playing in New York currently. And there's the map of how to get there. And you can see that all these items that my friends and I have shared are all organized on this timeline, on this shared workspace. So it's essentially this rolling log of all the bookmarks that we shared during the conversation. And all of this is done just using simple gestures, and it's driven by sort of the engine on the back end understanding the conversation and then pulling in related information. What we want to do is we want to make it so that if you want to find something, you never have to open the keyboard, never have to run a search. And so in the app, we try to, based on what people say, understand the key concepts, pull those out, extrapolate and find other related concepts that might be indicative of things that you care about, and then use those concepts, make them available so you can tap on them. And that will then trigger us to pull information from the web, pull information from your social graph, and eventually pull information from your private documents, Google Documents, Dropbox files, so that you can find the piece of information you need with just a single tap.
Gotcha. So it's searching without searching.
Right. It's searching without ever typing a search.
Gotcha.
And on a touch device where that's far more difficult than on a keyboard, we think that that will make things easier for users, hopefully.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.